Well, we got a couple of exciting things to talk about today.
Yeah.
We've got some new products, container sizes, and the way this came about. A lot of you might be familiar with Gravity SL PGS in the quart bottle. It used to be in a tip and pour. Currently, it's in a cylinder bottle, and it isn't great for use. I think a lot of people got accustomed to the tip and pours. It's super easy to use. You can measure it out right there, the small amounts that you need. They're back. Really happy to announce Gravity SL PGS will be back in the tip and pours. It's already in stock at some heritage warehouses. So that's exciting. Two other new products, well, two other new product sizes, current products moving into the quart tip and pours. Really excited about these as well. Gravity L Humic Base and Gravity L Amp. What do you think, Rob? These are pretty good products to get into these smaller sizes.
Oh, I think it's great, Kevin. When we look at these products, they're products that we've had a great success in our larger container sizes and with our larger users and customers. But after we got purchased by Heritage and we were brought in to work with all of these brands across the United States, we found that we were starting to deal with a much smaller customer, the smaller lawn care guys, the smaller ornamental applicators, the customers that are taking care of residential property. And they didn't need the large container size, but they still wanted the better products. And of these two products, the one that I've used the most is going to be the Gravity Humic L. And so, that's a product that is, when you look at what's actually in that container, really it's, for a lot of brands, it's three different products. We have humic and fulvic acid, we have kelp, and we also have some micronutrients. So when you get that product, you're getting all the benefits of three different things in one container. And again, like you said, it's in the tip and pour. So the same thing kind of with the Gravity Amp. And Amp was a product that started out is most successful in Florida with the ornamental applicators. And then when we added it to the line, we saw that it had a bunch of different uses throughout our portfolio and with our customers. So the same thing with the Amp is it's a higher phosphorus product. So it's great at seeding. It's great when you're trying to establish young plants, whether we're growing in seedlings in the nursery or greenhouse, or we're starting to establish new plants out into our landscapes. So it's a higher phosphorus product. It has all of the nutrients are easily taken in by the plant. They're readily available. And along the way, there's also a little bit of kelp in the product. There's also a little bit of humic acid. So again, we have a product with a lot of different things in the jug that are beneficial at that time of establishment. So another great product. And in many cases, I use these products together in my early establishment, seedlings, new sod, all that type of stuff when I'm putting programs together for customers.
So kind of this came about because we had excess tip and pours. We didn't need that many in the PGS quarts at the time. So what other products can we put in there that we feel homeowners or people, DIYers that want to use these higher quality products, what could they use? And we came up with Humic Base and Amp. These are products that typically come in the 2.5 gallon jugs. But, a homeowner with a 10,000 square foot yard or just somebody that wants to go around and treat the ornamentals around their house, not going to need a 2.5 gallon jug. They probably would have that on their shelf for 5 years. So why not put it in a quart?
Exactly. And I think that when we talk about these products, and that's something that we're going to highlight, are the rates of these products and how much that actual quart tip and pour covers. So when we look at turf applications, both of these products have a 3 ounce per thousand or 1 gallon per acre rate. So that tip and pour covers about 10,000 square feet. So for your do-it-yourselfers or your small lawn care guys, you know that if you have a lot of properties or your yard is 2,000-3,000 square feet, you get a couple of applications out of a quart. So you're not keeping a lot of material in your shed or in your garage during the season. And then the same thing with Amp. It has about that same rate. 3 ounces per thousand is a great rate. So if we're going out in the spring and we're doing some overseeding in our yard, we want a little extra phosphorus in our program to help facilitate germination, we're going to be able to get a couple of applications out of that quart. Again, we're not buying this 2.5 gallon jug. And I think one of the problems that people have when they get that large container is they're not like a lot of our bigger customers where they have storage facilities. They have temperature controlled chemical buildings. So they know that the products are being stored at the correct amount. Now, like with the Humic base, that product is a very thick brown liquid because of how they extract that material from Leonardite shale. And so they don't want to go back the next season and their, half of their 2.5 gallon jug has settled out, or it was froze over the winter and it was damaged and it's no good anymore. This is a way for them to buy the product, know how much it covers, and use the product, and then order more product and keep it in their program and know that the product's being stored correctly and it's not going to be damaged over the winter. So I think that's a key. And then the same thing with our ornamental applicators. That little quart bottle, it makes 20 gallons for drenches for whether you're drenching flowers or you're drenching your trees or your shrubs, or you're trying to grow in some new trees and shrubs and establish them in your yard. You got 20 gallons of mix, really easy, 8 ounces per 5 gallons. So it's a nice, easy way to mix, and it's a tip and pour. So even if we're making only a couple of gallons, we're going to be able to do the math easily and be able to mix up our batches that we need, not making too much, but making just what we need for our project.
Yep. And all these products can be used in conjunction with each other. They make very nice programs.
Yep.
PGS, super low use rates, especially for a homeowner. A quart's going to go a long way, but you can use it with the amp to establish grasses, use it on your ornamentals to help increase the vigor and aesthetics of your ornamentals. What other products are we looking to get into some of these quart?
I really think, Kevin, the next one that we would probably look at and try to get into a quart would be our Gravity El Camino amino acid formulation. I think that would be a great fit for what we're trying to accomplish and trying to get access for the do-it-yourselfers and smaller customers to these types of biostimulants, is a term that you see used a lot in our industry. So that I think that would be the next one. And, you think about when we get that and we have these 4 products in quarts, PGS, Humic L, AMP, and El Camino, all of a sudden you take those and then you start looking at some of the other Gravity liquids, if you're looking for a nitrogen source, or even working with some of the Gravity S solubles. These are great additions to those solubles where you have a good NPK balance in our solubles. You can choose different ones depending on if we're turf or ornamentals, and then you can add these products, and you're really building a good, well-rounded, balanced program with our Gravity S and supplementing with our Gravity L quartz.
Yep, agreed. All right, I think that's great info. Appreciate the insights, Rob.
Yep, absolutely. And, look for more products in quartz. And I think what we're going to see over time as we work more with these branded HLS locations throughout the entire United States, we're going to be able to get these quartz out there, get more customers exposed to our quality liquid products, and be able to grow that part of our business and get more customers utilizing better quality products.
Definitely. Looking forward to it.
Everyone have a great day. Thank you.